When you think of modern construction, especially home building, one material stands out: drywall. It's everywhere, in houses, offices, schools, and just about any indoor space. But have you ever wondered why it's called drywall? It seems like an unusual name for a material that looks nothing like a wall in its raw form. The answer lies in its history, how it changed the way we build, and how it earned its unique name by revolutionizing construction. So let's dive into the origins of drywall, its development, and how it got its name, right here on History of Simple Things. Before we get into why it's called drywall, let's quickly understand what it actually is. Drywall, also known as gypsum board, plasterboard, or sheetrock, a brand name that became synonymous with the product, is a panel made of calcium sulfate dihydrate, commonly known as gypsum. This core of gypsum is sandwiched between two layers of thick paper, making it sturdy yet relatively lightweight. Drywall is used for constructing interior walls and ceilings, replacing older methods like traditional plaster. It became a staple in construction because of its ease of installation, affordability, and fire-resistant properties. But to understand its name, we need to look at what came before it and why drywall was such a game-changer. Before drywall became the go-to material, builders relied on a method called lath and plaster to create interior walls. This process involved nailing thin wooden slats, called laths, to wall studs. Then, a wet mixture of lime, sand, and water was applied in multiple coats, which took days, sometimes even weeks, to dry completely. This wet plastering process was labor-intensive, expensive, and time-consuming. Additionally, since the plaster needed to dry before additional layers could be applied, it significantly slowed down the construction process. This traditional method, despite its durability, had several downsides. Plaster walls could crack over time, required skilled artisans to apply correctly, and created a lot of mess. The long drying times were particularly problematic in places with high humidity, where moisture could further delay the process. Builders and manufacturers were eager for a faster, more efficient alternative, one that didn't involve waiting for days for walls to dry. This is where drywall came into the picture, and its name makes a lot of sense when you compare it to the old way of doing things. Drywall was first invented in 1916 by the U.S. Gypsum Company under the name Sackett board, after one of its divisions. The original version of drywall was a more primitive version of what we use today, consisting of layers of plaster and paper pressed together. It was marketed as a faster and more convenient alternative to traditional wet plaster walls, but at first builders were hesitant to adopt it. Many saw drywall as a cheap and less durable alternative to solid plaster, and it took time for the industry to embrace the new material. During the 1930s and 1940s, drywall began gaining popularity, especially during World War II. The war created a demand for faster, more efficient building methods, as the U.S. needed to construct military housing, barracks, and factories at an unprecedented pace. Drywall was much quicker to install than traditional plaster, requiring far less labor. Instead of waiting days for plaster to dry, workers could install drywall panels almost immediately, significantly reducing construction time. By the 1950s, drywall had completely taken over the market, becoming the standard for interior walls in residential and commercial buildings. The name drywall comes from the key difference between it and traditional plaster walls. It doesn't require wet application or long drying times. With plaster, walls had to be built up layer by layer, with each coat needing to dry before the next one could be applied. This process made construction projects take much longer. Drywall, on the other hand, eliminated the need for drying times because it came in pre-formed panels that could be quickly cut, screwed, or nailed into place. The entire process was dry compared to the wet plaster method. This major advantage is what led to the name drywall, a wall material that didn't need the wet, time-consuming process of plaster application. The name stuck because it perfectly captured the material's main benefit: efficiency. Unlike plaster, which required water to mix and apply, drywall was pre-manufactured, transported in sheets, and installed without the need for extensive wet work. This simple but revolutionary concept changed the way homes and buildings were constructed forever. Drywall didn't just speed up construction, it transformed the entire industry. Before drywall, homes took months to build due to the slow plastering process. With drywall, the same structures could be completed in a fraction of the time. This helped make housing more affordable and accessible, especially in the post-World War II era when there was a housing boom. Additionally, drywall brought other advantages. It's lightweight compared to solid plaster walls, making transportation and installation easier. It also improved fire resistance in buildings, as gypsum naturally contains water molecules that help slow down the spread of flames in case of a fire. Over time, drywall was further improved with different types, including moisture-resistant drywall for bathrooms and soundproof drywall for reducing noise in buildings. Today, it remains the most widely used wall material in North America and many parts of the world. So, why is drywall called drywall? The answer lies in its fundamental difference from traditional plaster walls. Unlike the old wet plaster method, which required days or even weeks to dry, drywall could be installed immediately in a dry process. This innovation revolutionized construction, making building faster, cheaper, and more efficient. Since its invention, drywall has become an essential material in modern construction, replacing plaster almost entirely in residential and commercial buildings. Next time you see a wall in your home, remember that drywall isn't just a name. It's a reflection of how technology and innovation transform the way we build. From its humble beginnings as an alternative to wet plaster to becoming the standard in construction, drywall has certainly earned its place in architectural history. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.